You have to learn the rules of the game and then play it better than anyone else. I say this because, we may well let me put it like this. If you can't change the rules or you can't at least at the time the game is being played can't change those conditions, then what you must do is play it better than anyone else with the way it's set. Now, I see this happen in a lot of situations, even outside of soccer. Hold on, let me go into this. Now we're going to talk about the Haiti National Team, its performance in the 2019 Gold Cup, and I want to reflect on the Haiti-Mexico semifinal game, which was on Tuesday evening, played in Glendale, Arizona. The first thing I do want to say is really congratulations to our guys, to our boys. They did a great job this year with the Concacaf, and I hear they're doing well in the Nations League and in other plays. So, and I do want to salute them. They showed valor in their play throughout the Gold Cup, getting behind. Even if they got behind, they fought hard and fought back. I know there was a lot of effort out there on the field. I don't think it's good to be. Well, nonetheless, we'll talk about all of that. But I will say, you know, definitely congratulations to our players. Thank you to the coach. Thank you to the players. They represented us well. They put Haiti on the stage. I was at the gym. It was a Mexican guy. He works up there, and we got to get into it a little bit. He didn't speak any English, but he understood what I was talking about. This was before the game, and yeah. So now let's turn to the game. So I opened up, and when I talk about learning the rules of the game and playing it better than anyone else, I'm talking about the game that is playing the referees and working the referees. And that's where the evolution of our team lies. It's in us now, growing into players who work the referees the same way any other team will work the referees. And it's just a fortunate part of the game that exists. And it exists in every sport. At the NBA, you'll see it. The NFL, guys try to make the referees have to work for them. In soccer, it's egregious, unfortunately. Very much so, and I think that's because of the arbitrariness of the game. Not to mention just the incompetence to outright corruption of FIFA. Where they can't even implement reasonable measures to ensure the integrity of the game. But just in the sport of soccer itself, there's a lot of arbitrariness. You place the ball here, you place the ball there. There's a lot of calls are judgment calls. Okay. For example, if you're running with the ball and a player slides to attack it, a defender tries to slide to attack it, even if they foul you but you stay on your feet and are able to continue to charge, it's tough to be a referee and, because it may be a blatant foul, but if the player still has the advantage of the ball and a shot towards the goal, you don't want to stop him from having that play despite being fouled. So there's a lot of space where things can go, where things won't be consistent in soccer. Not to mention in FIFA, they haven't implemented simple things such as, I believe they're trying out video-assisted refereeing, but it's not something that's, I think, mandated up and down the chain. But they need to go for even further than that. There should be coach challenges. If you feel that a call was really missed, the also dangerous offsides. It really takes nothing for a team to try to push forward and force the offense offsides, and for the guy with the flag to miss it. Nothing could put the game more in the hands of someone else than that right there. And coaches need to be able to challenge where they feel something was missed. But we've all known all that. We've known all of this for ever. And knowing that what it is now, it's not going to immediately change. It's time to learn the game and play it better than anyone else. It was honorable of the Haitian National Team because they're one team I didn't see flopping around. I don't think it's something that's ever been attributed to Haiti as players that flop. I could say, I would even say it doesn't happen much on the U.S. side too. I would say those are two teams that I don't see play the flopping game too much, but the U.S. will play it. The U.S. men's national team will play that game if that's what it's going to take to win. Our soldiers, the Grenadiers, they're not so easily disposed to play that way, to flop around. And I love it. We're a physically stout team. I felt that was our advantage from the outset of this of this tournament. I just said our speed, our strength, our stature. You know, most of our players look like Adonises, while these other guys, they look like, you know, like Roger Federers and stuff. So we have those advantages, but we need to take care to play the referees. You know, I think I also have the example in basketball where it's important to know how to draw a call. Cause I play street basketball, that is. I'm usually one of the bigger guys, 6'5", 250. You know, I lift a little weights. So, you know, I don't really like to call foul in those games, in pickup games and stuff. But when there's something on the line, you know, a little ticky-tack foul, I'm going to call it. Hey, if it happened, it happened. You know, I know you're probably used to me shaking it off and trying to play through it, but if something's on the line, whether it be money or we're in a tournament, yeah, hey, foul, I want that call. And it's just what you have to do. And that's what Mexico did to win the game. That's what other teams have done to us. I published yesterday how Haiti got robbed in the 2013 Gold Cup. You know, I watched that live. And there's video on that post, so you could follow it through. But yeah, the guy set himself up to get grabbed. The referee fell. And granted, there are times where the referee knows they're being played. But there are situations where it can look, where it will feel to them that they were forced to make the call. The athlete forced them to make the call. They to make an improper call just even on prudence. And whether we give the referee that benefit or not, their arguments will be plausible. So, and I say that because I know there's a petition going around. It's signed a petition for. Let's take a look at it. I signed it. Justice for the Haitian soccer team. Investigation of the referee. You can't. It's not going to happen. The referee was there for 90 minutes. I don't think there were too many missed calls during those 90 minutes. I think he was very fair to Haiti's side, you know, because, I'm not sure about this game, but I know we've had games where, you know, we had guys flying around. I think my boy who plays midfield, Zoboy, I don't have his name. He's all over the place. You know, he's throwing his body around. So I won't, you know, it's not going to go anywhere, you know. And it's plausible that he did not see that there wasn't any contact. The Mexican player, Jimenez, he played it up. Oh, he made it look ugly enough for the crowd to gasp, and that's where you force the ref. Enough for, even though the Mexican crowd is this or they obviously have a side that they're rooting for, but if you're a player and you make it look bad enough, you can force the referee at the moment to make that call. You know, so. And The guy made it look terrible. Oh my God, these Asians are beating us down. We're out here bleeding. Uh, they're massive. We ain't scored a point, and y'all know we should be dropping 7 on these boards. Yeah, play it up. And now we're in overtime, and people gotta go on their kids, work tomorrow. Yo, straight up, like. But it goes back to you have to know the rules of the game and play it better than anyone else. But we had to get to that point. I don't want to take anything away from our boys and say, oh, they did a bad job. No, they did a great job. This is the evolution of our national team. I mean, for many years it was, can we get to the skill level of some of the top in the world? Are we going to have good strikers? We have great defenders, but do we have good attackers? Or do we have a great goalie? We may be great on offense, but we don't have the best goalie. Or do we have enough skills? Do we have enough speed? Do we have enough experience? Do we have enough athleticism? I mean, we have it all together. We have a team that can compete with anyone. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly, and I believe we can get better. I believe we got a team that could compete with anyone, or that has a fighter's chance with anyone. But now it's time to evolve and also add as part of our repertoire knowing how to game the refs. And that may also include having bringing forward bringing more fans. It might include that, but you gotta learn the rules and play it better than anyone. Another point to be made regarding this, the evolution of the game. It's part of the evolution of our game. And there's a little smarts. We had a game where we got 4 yellow cards, and we lost Galia. He didn't play against Costa Rica because he had earned 2 already. And this was in the second game. So he got 1 in Bermuda against Bermuda, and then he got 1 when we played Nicaragua. And he was out for Costa Rica. And it's oh, yeah, that was against Costa Rica. It's some of those were unnecessary. They're not good. We allowed the other team to, and it's not just about yellow cards and penalty kicks. It's also about, when the ball is stopped and the other team is given a free kick, you'll see other players, they'll be running, our defenders will come behind them and they'll just stop in front of them and get the push in the back call. But really it was the offensive or the other team that just set themselves up for it. Those things happen. So, and they accumulate throughout a game. To win at the World Cup level, you have to play highly disciplined, and as well you have to play all facets of the game. Offense, defense, as well as the referees. That's what it's going to take, and as well as the numbers, not having a lot of cards or suspensions or things of that nature, plaguing your team. Also comes with, it's also about conditioning. When we look at Joel Embiid in these NBA playoffs, talking about he's sick, he's ill, he's tired, that's conditioning. Are you doing everything? He doesn't look like he's doing everything he can be doing. He's a little soft around the where he should have muscles. So I don't think he's not eating well. He ain't hearing all that. So and that affects, and it's part of the game. Because at the end of the day, it amounts to wins and losses. Wins and the losses. I forgot how that song goes. So what else? What lasting words I can say? I thought it was a very good run for our squad. I'm really happy for them. I hope they keep their head up, and we ought to continue to support as they continue to support us. And I suppose that's all I have to say.